YouTube, what's good, y'all? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been procrastinating a little bit. Not gonna cap. We're dropping these videos, but I gotta hop back on it, bro. I gotta hop back on it. But today, I'm talking about fear, bro. What fear really is, to be honest, because a lot of us let fear run our lives, bro. Sorry for the feet dragging, bro. I'm chilling. I'm at the crib. But a lot of us let fear run our lives, bro. Even me, for the longest time, bro, fear, bro. And it's like, when you really get down to the bottom line of what fear actually is, fear doesn't even exist, bro. Fear and anxiety kind of go along the same, like, you know, what you call it? I don't know, but fear and anxiety are along the same thing. So when you have fear, you have anxiety. So they're synonymous. So they go with each other. You know what I'm saying? Can't have one without the other. But basically, bro, all fear is a fake perception of reality, bro. I remember somebody had broke it down. What they said? They said fake. What they say? It was fake. I don't know what they said. They said something. But anyways, fear is literally a false sense of reality, bro. Because the thing that you're afraid of, whether it be making a move or starting something or doing a business or whatever it may be, bro, fear is not real. And that's what we got to understand, bro. We let fear is actually, it's a spirit, bro. People don't know this stuff is spiritual, bro. Fear is actually the spirit. It's called the spirit of fear. But people, I don't even want to say people, because sometimes I'm fearful too, because we tend to operate like this for some reason, because of past things that happened in the past or certain things that we've been through. You know, we tend to look at fear and let that run our lives. So what is it? I think it's in Second Timothy 5, verse 5. I don't know. I would have to search it up. Look, I'm gonna search it up right now. While we wait. I lied. I got 2 Timothy right though, at least. 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, "For the Spirit God gives us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." And then I'll read another version. "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind." So all fear does is it gets in your head and makes you stop. It stops you from moving, bro. It stops you from taking necessary decisions that you have to step out on faith on and believe that whatever happens is going to work out for my good. You know what I mean? Obviously, you have to calculate and make calculated decisions. You have to weigh your options and then go with whatever is weighing on your spirit the most to make the best decision for you in that moment. So in saying that, bro, we can't let fear dictate our lives anymore. Like, literally, fear will literally cripple. Like, I've seen fear come to the point where it cripples somebody that they don't move. Like, they feel like they're stuck where they're at forever. Like, where they're at is just where they're going to be for the rest of their life. And a lot of times we don't understand that life is in seasons, bro. There's seasons in life. There's good seasons, there's bad seasons. Sometimes it's going to be good. Sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? So if one season in my life, however long it lasts, maybe it could be a couple years, maybe it could be 3 months, it could be a month. I don't know. I don't know your story. I don't know, what you have going on, but don't let fear dictate your life, bro. It's not real. That's the thing we got to understand, bro. This thing is not real. We're letting something that's not real affect us in our daily life. And things that we know we need to get done, we're not doing it because we're afraid. Because what are we really afraid of? We're afraid on what's on the other side of that fear. Because we would rather be comfortable. We would rather stay comfortable, stay in our little, in our little bubble, in our little zone, because it's comfortable. And what we got to realize is that when you're comfortable, you can't grow. There's no growth in comfortability. So once you step outside of what you're comfortable doing, that's when you start to see progression. That's when you start to see growth. Because if not, then you're always going to be comfortable and you're never going to move. And that's what fear does to you. it stops you. So again, you got to read that scripture, bro. Say that out loud. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, joy, and a sound mind and self-discipline. So that way, when fear comes knocking on the door, because it always does, even when you're about to make a decision that could possibly change your life for the better, we say no and we deny the opportunity and we want to stay comfortable. But next time fear knocks on the door, embrace the fear, bro. Instead of letting the fear stop you, embrace it. Like if it's like, honestly, bro, what I can say in life is if something scares you, step into it, lean into it, bro. Whether it be a business decision or whatever, step into it. Don't be afraid to be like, I'm scared. I'm not, I don't want to do that because something could happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Something could happen. You feel me? How would you know if you have never stepped out on faith? If you just keep being fearful, if you just walk around living in fear and you're not moving, you're not progressing, you're just in the same spot. You know what I mean? So lean into fear, bro. Lean into feeling scared whenever making a decision or whatever it may be. Obviously, like I said, weigh your options, but just go with what you feel is right, bro. Because the thing is, God won't make us do anything. He's not going to make you do something. He's going to put it in front of you. He's going to make you weigh the options. But the thing is, what I had to realize from myself, from my experience, is that God gives you choices. He gives you options, right? But you are the one who has to make the decision, because God is not going to choose this path or that path for you. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going to choose. But what I had to realize, what I figured out for myself, especially, is that when I was fearful of whatever decision that I was going to make, or starting a business or whatever, bro, that thing, God gives me options, right? And you have to choose. And just go with what you feel is right, bro. Like, he's going to put it in your spirit to make a decision, And what we have to do is trust. And that's where trust comes in, because fear stops from trust either. Because now if I'm fearful, I don't trust anything. I don't trust this. I don't trust that. I'm always worried. I'm always living in worry. I'm always living like, what if this happens? What if this happens? Or what if this experiment goes bad? Or, you know what I'm saying? What if something happens? But that's fear. Fear literally speaks to your ear, speaks in your ear. It whispers to you. It's like, you really think this is going to work? Do you remember what happened last time? Like, last time this didn't work out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Spirit, it will just whisper in your ear. And we like to go with that. But we got to realize that that's not God talking to us. That's the enemy trying to keep us stuck and stagnant and bound to whatever we're in. But what we have to do is trust. We have to trust God first, but we also have to trust ourselves and trust that God has given us enough wisdom to make the right decision. That he's already, again, because God goes before us. He steps before us. So we have to trust that whatever decision that I make using my wisdom that God has gave me, that is going to be the right decision. And we just have to trust that and step out and lean onto that faith that I made the right decision. Even if I don't see it, which is faith, right? You cannot have faith you cannot please God without having faith. So in that, you step out on faith. You take that leap, take that step that you're afraid to do, that business you're afraid to start, that channel, that Instagram page or TikTok, whatever it is that's on your spirit to do, that God has given you to do, step out on that and trust that what you're doing, you're making the right decision in that thing. So don't try to lean on Proverbs 3:5. Don't lean on your own understanding, bro. God is before us. That's what we have to understand. I can't see into the future. God gives you a vision. God gives me a vision, right? Everyone gets a vision and what to do, what they want, the vision they want for their lives, or, God's will for their life, etc. At some point, once you grow in a relationship with God, God is going to give you a vision. He's going to give you, I don't even want to say a plan, but he's going to give you something along the lines of what you're good at, or your skill, or the gift that he's given you for you to pursue that thing, right? And even in that, a lot of people are fearful and they don't want to step out on their gift or talent and whatever they can do, right? So step into the fear. Don't let fear keep you stagnant. walk into it with faith and trust, knowing that I made the right decision because God has already given me the wisdom in making good decisions. You know, don't listen to the fear. Don't listen to the people, bro. There's gonna be so much in this walk, bro. And that's what I want to get to somebody today, bro. Don't listen to everyone. You can't listen to everyone. You can't listen to everything. All these podcasts, even, I was gonna say even me. Nah, listen to me. Listen. You know what I'm saying? But look, there's so much distraction out here. So much fear mongering. People that are, especially family members, bro, and friends, quote unquote, bro, these people will project their fears and insecurities onto you in whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to be that one that's, I'm trying to create generational wealth, you know, for everyone who comes after me, they're going to try to stop you. They're going to be like, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should go and take the safe route. You know what I'm saying? The safe and comfortable. It's safe, it's comfortable. I want you to go to college and get this degree, or et cetera, et cetera. You know, just live a casual life, live the regular life, the little suburb, you know, the little American dream that they try to push on you when it really doesn't exist, because now the middle class, the middle class is still living check to check, bro. You know what I'm saying? The middle class still isn't wealthy. The middle class still doesn't own anything. What they got going on? Somebody close. Let me stop. It's them people. They be making noise. I don't know. Anyways, they outside. That's why I can hear them so much. They're outside. Anyways, what I was gonna say. Yeah, these people will project their insecurity onto you because they were too afraid. That's the thing. The thing that you're trying to do, they maybe 20 years ago or whatever, they had the idea. God gave them a vision of something to do, of a business to start, or whatever it may be. And they were too afraid to step out on faith. They were too afraid. That's why they said, no, I'm going to take the safe route because I don't know what's going to happen. Because maybe this could go bad, or maybe this could happen, or maybe this could happen. And that's what fear does. It gives you so many options and so many reasons to stop, so many reasons to not go, so many reasons to just stay where you are and be comfortable. But step out of comfortability, bro, come on, man. Step out of comfortability, walk into the fear. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is spiritual, what's going on right now. While I'm speaking, this is a distraction. This is trying to distract me from getting my message to whoever's watching this video. And I'm not going to let that happen. And I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Listen, what I'm going to tell you, make sure to step into the fear, lean into it, walk into the fear. You could walk in blindly, but just know that God is with me. I'm walking into whatever I'm in. God is with me, and it's going to work out. Even if it doesn't work out at first, the end result is going to work out. Everything is going to pay off. The hard work is going to pay off. The time you spent on that thing is going to pay off. But you just have to trust yourself that you're making the right decision. And you have to trust God that God has already stepped before you and has already secured the thing that you're trying to get, or the vision that you have for yourself. God has already established it. But what I have to do now is walk in alignment with that thing, to continue to walk forward, to continue to make good decisions, continue to live right to the best of my ability, continue to be consistent in that thing, and just trust that it's going to work out in the end. But anyways, I ain't gonna make this video too long, bro. It's been what? 14 minutes. Anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bro. Yeah, I already said comment down below, bro. Let me know y'all thoughts. I want to know what y'all got going on, bro. And if this video helped you, let me know in the comments. And also let me know where y'all from, because I want to know where y'all watching from, just to keep that in my mind. Anyways, I'm out.